we have developed, based on an extensive SAP analysis, a specific high-yield program for medicinal cannabis. Initially, 18 months ago, we developed the program for 2 local varieties of cannabis, and then we fine-tuned with 4 US-Canadian varieties, getting, in all the cases, the same results. We can only commercialize these products for the US and Canada only. Okay? We have defined 8 different crop phases. In the center, we describe the name of the phase, soil site preparation for the phase 1, seed germination and cloning, planting, early growth, normal growth, reproduction transition, early flowering, flower filling, and stress management durante the whole process. After extensive testing and development of the products, we have identified the increase in yield in each one of the phases. We are going to describe each one of these crop phases, and we can tell you in advance that you can get more than 100% increase in specific varieties. This presentation is basically to describe how the Quincasa products, that we're going to talk about 4 products. We're going to mention some beneficial fungi, and we're going to talk about specific nutrition requirements, especially calcium, boron, phosphorus, and potassium, which are fundamental in the case of the cannabis. So just to give you one example, in the seed germination and cloning planting, if you basically soak the seed in a specific solution of Q Energy Plus, you can get only with that application 10 to 20% increase in production. In the crop phase number 1, in the case of outdoors, we're assuming that everybody knows how to apply or to broadcast a specifically designed prescription for your soil, and you have to do it 4 to 6 weeks prior to planting. We normally recommend that, from day number 1 and before planting, you start doing some drenches of Q Energy every week. If you are talking about pots and indoor, that's probably the best way to produce cannabis, medicinal cannabis, because that's the best way to ensure that you will have more than 3% organic matter. And the correlation of yield is directly proportional to the organic matter for cannabis. We're assuming in this case also that you can apply a drench in order to complement the prescription that you apply initially to the soil. That's very important. In the case of the Q Energy, is one of the best catalyzers of biology in the soil, especially fungi, which in the case of cannabis is very important, as we are going to describe later. In the second phase, which is the seed germination and cloning, we highly recommend to try soaking seed in a mild Q Energy solution. Okay, this is the way to do it, and it's basically the soaking time will be minimum 12 hours to a maximum of 24 hours at this dilution. Okay. The other thing is we explore adding trichoderma, especially to stimulate root growth. And as early as this stage, you can get excellent result if you improve the biology in the soil. But also, our product algae, which is a mix of 4 different algae, is a very, very good germination products and eliminate all the stress in the plant. So we're going to use that product on a rotation basis in the program that we're describing. In the case of stress management, we always recommend the Q-algae combined with the chlorophyll catalyzer, which is the Q2000 plus, and our energy products, which is the Energy Plus. In the next phase, in planting, in order to reduce the transplant shock, we recommend applying a solution of Q-algae. We also, and I think this is very important, we recommend to add any type of mycorrhizal fungi, which are very, very beneficial to cannabis production. That fungi will increase at least 30% the roots of the plant. So it's very important to apply these products in conjunction with the trichoderma. See? And we also recommend to apply every two weeks in the irrigation the Q Energy Plus to ensure that the beneficial fungi grow more than 100%. This is very, very important food also for the biology in the soil. The program in this, we recommend to apply every Tuesday the Q2000 Plus and every Thursday the Q Energy Plus, always combining them with the Q Amino and the Q Algae, and that will be 1 liter per acre for each one of the products. Try to combine the 4 products. That will be the best results as we are going to describe. In all the following phases, the growth phases, the reproduction, the early flowering, and flower filing, we basically recommend a rotation of these products by weekly basis. On Tuesday, you will apply the first combination, 1 liter of each one per acre, okay, in the minimum amount of water. On Thursday, you will apply the second combination, and then in the following week, you will rotate. On Tuesday, you will apply the Q2000 Plus, but instead of Q Algae, you will apply the Q Amino. And on Thursday, you will apply the Q Algae. Number 1, the Q2000 Plus is fundamental to increase the size of the leaf, and that will define the increment in yield. Okay? With foliar spray bi-weekly, rotating the 4 products. We apply also in the fertigation the Q Energy Plus. We basically recommend our products that they already have the silicon, the phosphorus, the potassium that is required. But if you see that the plant is really growing below what you expect, we recommend supplement silicon to improve crop resilience. We also recommend apply calcium and boron, specifically in the reproduction transition, and also keep an eye for the yellowing starting around the leaf margins. Apply potassium silicate. For us is the best product, potassium product for cannabis, or increase the Q2000 Plus and Q Energy Plus from 1 to 1.5 liters per application. You can see if you increase the amount of Q2000 Plus that the yellow will disappear in 1 day. Okay? In the flower filling, phosphorus and potassium will be very, very, very important to make sure that we have enough of those 2 nutrients in the cannabis. And also this is very important, okay? 2 weeks prior to harvest, as plant metabolic process begin to slow down, give the plant a final push with Q2000 Plus and Q Amino. At the end, only apply Q2000 Plus and Q Amino to basically get extraordinary results. In summary, we have developed with TAP analysis more than 2,000 SAP analysis for the 6 different varieties, and in which you can expect 50 to 100% of production, increase in production, depending on the variety. Please give me the benefit of the doubt and just try the products. They are outstanding. Thank you very much.